Goodbye, the journey was stopping. We saw all we wanted to see. I really don't think I'll be stopping. I think I'll go round that tea. Peace out there, brothers and sisters. And today we're going to be taking a brief look at these 5 splendid reissues and remasters of the 70s albums of Stackridge, well, Esoteric Recordings, reissued and remastered this year. And I've got to say that Stackridge are one of these bands that came out in those dark distant days of the 70s when prog rock was very much in fruition, so to speak. And although Stackridge is not really a band you could tie to one specific genre, and they're a bit of a band who like to have a go at everything, basically, and like to have a lot of fun doing things. But they do play a certain specific role in this specific genre that came out in that golden decade of the 70s. And they're very much one of my favourite bands that came out in that decade. And I can remember actually way back in the 70s when I actually first got into this band, and it's actually proved singing them on the old Grey Wolf test. And that's sort of what they did. It had sort of a theatrical presence to the way they performed. And it was that led me, or enticed me, to go out and buy their albums, actually. And I actually at the time, I went to purchase their third album, The Man in the Bowler Hat, and actually ended up buying their debut album, simply because I couldn't find it in the record shops at the time. But anyway, these splendid albums, all 5 of them, really are great albums. And this is the band I really think that were incapable of making a bad album. And it's also a band that many of you would never have even heard of. But anyway, this is a band that I certainly think are well worth investigating and looking at all these splendid albums they did back in the 70s, which have been very well remastered, by the way, and sound excellent. I certainly think that it's worth you spending your pennies on them and seeking them out, especially if you're into the music of prog rock and that sort. But not only that, I mean, this is an absolutely delightful band where you cannot really go wrong. And I've actually reviewed all these albums individually and done a 5-part series of reviews on the band where I go into literally everything about all these albums, and you can find out much more about the band, their history and their albums in this 5-part series of reviews I've actually done. And you will find the links to all 5 reviews of their albums down below, so to speak. But anyway, that's just a brief look at this rather splendid band, Stackridge. Until the next time, brothers and sisters, peace out. And most of all, have fun!